Today I'm going to show you how I make my own lanyards to hold keys or name tags for events. So it's quite easy and it can be quite cheap depending on how you do it. This is one I just completed. It's white because we're going to put some vinyl on it. She's doing a group called the White Tigers, and so we're going to print out tigers in vinyl and put it on there. I have a lot of products I'm working on right now, but so don't mind the messes, but this is how you make your own lanyards. You take a lanyard that you like the length of. Some are longer, some are shorter. Some of them have little clippies, other ones just have metal hanging. You could make your own with wire looking at this one, but that would be sharp. I really didn't like this one because it's kind of got sharp edges. But anyway, there's lots of different kinds. What you do is you pick out the ribbon that you want. Now, she wanted white because she is doing white tigers. For girls' camp this year, we're doing ocean and boats, different kind of boats. So I found this cute, hopefully you can see it without the glare, this cute little kayak canoe with paddles crisscrossed ribbon at a secondhand store for 75 cents for the entire bag. So for girls' camp, we're making our name tags out of this for our lanyards. So that was a good deal. I definitely can get the 25, 30 name tags out of that cute ribbon. So, but like I said, she wanted white. So this is actually binding so that it won't fray, but it's thick enough and it's white, and so that's what we're using today. So you measure the length of your lanyard that you want, and you have to give about an inch extra because you're going to fold it up and sew it to hold the key ring that you're going to put on there. So measure it out, and then you can do them all at the same time. You can see I did them all there, and then you can just cut them at once. If you just wind them around, you hold your fingers out the length you want it, and then somebody winds the ribbon around them, and that way you can cut them all at once, especially if you have a lot to do. And the next step is to make sure there's no twist when you're doing this part, because you don't want to make it uncomfortable on their neck. You want to make sure that it lays like on the neck like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then no twists or turns. And then you fold the end over. I just pinned it this way so you could see the raw edge. You want to catch that in your seam so that you don't have any fraying. So then you fold it over again like that so that the raw edge is on the inside. So you can see that. And then you stick it in the sewing machine and you stitch. I use a little bit of a zigzag because I want to catch that raw edge. I don't want to have any fraying. So you can zigzag to the edge, and then you can reverse it and just reinforce it. And once you've got that step done, you take your key ring and you slide it in. You just pop it open a little bit, and then you slide it in, and make sure you get the two widths, not just through one, so that it's a little bit more stronger. Make sure it's on through both of the thicknesses, and you stick that on. Now, the cheapest way I found to get these key rings is sometimes at secondhand stores I'll see a kit like a keychain making kit or lanyard making kit or boondoggle, or other times when I get a keychain I really don't like, I'll just take the keychain off, throw it away, and keep this little ring. But once again, I'm really thrifty. So these keychains were at a secondhand store for $1 for the entire bag. So I bought the entire bag because if I went and bought these little key ring things at a craft store, they would cost me a lot more than $1 for how many I want to make. So this whole bag was $1. So now I have all those rings, and I just save them. Like I said, when I get a key ring that I don't want, or the kids would make one with a bead, like a leopard or something from a fair, I would just throw away the beads or take them off and then just save these key rings. So I just have a little bag of them that I have saved. That goes the same for these little hooks. They come in the craft kits. They come on name tags from other conferences. I just pull those off and I throw those in a baggie as well. So I have a baggie about this size of those as well. But you can purchase them. if you don't have, you know, these things available, you can just go and purchase them, and then purchase the ribbon that you like. And then I showed you just how to fold them and sew them and attach them. You just attach your name tags that you can purchase, these plastic name tags, or you can recycle some. If you go to a lot of conferences, we just pull the name tags out and stick them in a thing for family reunions, and you can reuse them over and over and over again. So these are the kinds you purchase at Office Max, and they have these little holes for Office Max or Home Depot, what is the other place? Staples, or one of those places. You can get them online as well. So normally they would come with either this hanging thing through those little holes, or it would have a little pin that you can put through those 3 holes, and then you could pin it to your lapel or whatever. So you can just purchase those. Like I said, they're reusable if you are doing a family reunion or something. Just keep them from year to year, or they can take them home, whatever. They're pretty cheap for those. Anyway, that is how to make your own lanyard or keychain holder or name tag holder that are a little bit more personalized or have a theme like our camp theme. Hope you learned something.